So the first card you have for your past is the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm sensing that you've been building up your work, and this is something outside of your work actually. So maybe you do normal work and you're doing some more work outside of that, maybe a side job, or maybe you're running your own business outside of that, or you've been planning to, or something like that. But you were putting a lot of solid work into this. And also for people in a relationship, I'm just seeing that you're working on some sort of issue with your partner. And there was something you were really disagreeing on, and it was quite an important thing. And it was important to you. And you're just both working to try and resolve whatever this problem was. So the next card you have your past is the King of Cups. So again, for people in a relationship, I'm just seeing that what you're doing is you're weighing things up, both sides of this situation. So you can see both sides, and with this problem with your partner, you're just looking at this side and that side. And what I'm seeing is this is why I'm just pausing, because I'm just seeing that you're very different from your partner in this way. You've actually had to teach them to see two sides of a story, because they're the kind of person who actually they really see one way. They come to one conclusion and that's it, and they don't want to change. Whereas you're kind of, oh, maybe this, maybe that. And this is something that you're both very different, but you like that about them. You like that they're actually quite headstrong. And you complement each other in that way. But you've had to teach them, or you have taught them how to try and see two sides of something. And that's what you've done in this relationship. And you're trying to do that here. You're trying to teach them to see different sides and different opinions. So the last card you have your past is the Six of Pentacles. So yes, you've had a few financial struggles in your more distant past, but at this time, I'm seeing that you've started to come out of these struggles. And I'm seeing some paperwork that maybe you didn't sort out properly, or maybe you procrastinated, or you forgot something, you forgot to do something on time. And this caused part of this financial problem. And I'm also seeing that maybe there's something you paid for, but you weren't happy with this thing. You weren't happy with the result of what you paid for. It might have been an event or something you paid for, or it could have been a thing. And you didn't like it when you received it, or something like that. You weren't happy with something you paid for. So the first card you have your present is the Ace of Pentacles. And yes, I'm happy you have this card. I love this card. So yes, this is showing me that you're definitely coming out of your money problems. And I'm also seeing for single people, someone actually could be coming back to you from your past. I'm seeing that you know who this person is, and you built something up with them before, because I'm seeing this stability in the Ace of Pentacles. So you've already established something with this person. Or there could be a friend who's known you for a long time, who's coming back. But I'm definitely seeing the possibility of love or romance or something like that. And you do know this person, or you used to know this person. It's not a new person. It's someone you used to know coming back to you. And this is what I'm seeing is strong but slow. So you'll slowly build up a strong connection with this person. That's what I'm seeing. They're a cautious person, so they're going to love talking to you. They're going to love being with you. But when it comes to doing anything serious, they're going to be very cautious. It may happen eventually, but it will take time. So I'm seeing, yes, strong but slow. I keep seeing that with that. So the next card you have your present is the Queen of Wands. So I'm seeing here that you're going to be sensitive towards someone else's needs. Someone needs you at this time. And this could be a family member, but this person's younger than you. And this is a bit strange. I'm picking up that you want to help this person, but you feel a bit distant from them. So there's some wall between you. There's some distance between you and this person. It might not be a physical distance. They might just feel a bit distant from you emotionally, or something like that. They're younger than you, and they are, deep down, they are grateful for your help. Maybe they're not showing you that, but they are. So do what you can to help them. And I'm seeing that that's what you will do here. So the last card you have for your present is the Eight of Wands. So this is about this person in the Eight of Pentacles. And this person's going to be communicating you. I'm seeing a lot of communication coming in with this person. And there's electronic communication. So it could be messaging or texting or something like that. That's what I'm seeing. So this person loves talking to you. They're just a little bit cautious when it comes to doing anything a bit, or getting a bit more serious with you. But you do know who this is. I keep on seeing that very strongly. So the first card you have for your future is the Hanged Man. So this card can be about holding back and not taking action sometimes. It can be different things. But in this reading, I'm just seeing that you need to be a bit careful because there's someone around you, or they're going to be around you at this time. This is in the future. They seem to be quiet. They seem to be passive. They seem to be a nice little harmless person. But they're actually manipulating things behind the scenes. That's what I'm seeing. So someone who you think might be your friend might not be your friend. So if this resonates, please think about who this is. This Hanged Man, if you look at this Hanged Man, he has a halo around his head. And he looks passive and sweet and nice and, but he's doing something behind his back. If you can see, he's holding his hands behind his back. Something's going on behind there. You can't see what that is. So he looks passive, he looks innocent, he's actually not. And in this reading anyway, this is what I'm seeing in this one. So if someone around you is like this, if this resonates, if you know who this is, or you suspect something about someone, that's what this is. Just be careful of this person. So the next card you have for your future is the Seven of Wands. So again, I'm just seeing that this is for people in a relationship. And this is about you putting the work in to make things a lot better than they were. But you're going to be struggling a bit at this time. So you've had a few battles around this relationship in the past, not just with your partner, but with people surrounding the relationship. And maybe this was in one of your last readings, I think, that people didn't approve of this person you were with or something like that. But I'm just seeing that, yes, I can see that people have, outside of this relationship, have tried to have a say about your relationship and stick their nose in. And I'm sensing that, yeah, you will get through this, but there are some more battles coming in your more distant future. What I'm seeing is someone's probably called you or something like that, or spoken to you and said, oh, what are you doing? Are you with this person? I don't approve of this. And questioning you and putting their nose in. I keep seeing someone with a big nose. Maybe they don't literally have a big nose, but yes, that's what I'm seeing with that. So the last card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. So you've learned from your old mistakes that led you to these financial struggles that you had at this time. And it really gave you some sort of big, or it's going to, this is in your future, it's going to give you some sort of big wake-up call. And now you're going to be a lot more organized with your money. And at this time, you're going to be financially planning things for your future. So you're going to start to really work through your finances, sort everything out, and try and have everything organized. Yes, I'm sensing that someone who you've known for a long time has come back into your life to speak to you. They may have just called you. They may not have actually seen you. I'm seeing that this person could have known you since you were a child. So they've known you for a long time. But they're not family. But maybe they're a friend of your family. They've known you since you were very young. And I am seeing that you haven't been in contact with them for many years, though. You've known them for all of this time, but you haven't been in contact with them recently. That's what I'm seeing. But at this time, this person's been talking to you, and they've been trying to offer you some advice or remind you of something you said or something you promised. And I am seeing promises. I keep on seeing promises. So I am seeing a promise that you made, and you're being reminded of this promise, but you didn't want to listen to this person for some reason at this time. You just weren't ready to listen to this person. So the next card you have in your past is the Five of Wands. So there was some conflict or drama surrounding you at this time. And I'm seeing family conflict here. Yeah, a few signs of family conflict going on in this week's reading is I'm seeing family conflict all over the place. I don't know what's happening, but I am seeing that a lot this week. And you were doing everything to avoid this conflict going on in your family. And I'm seeing you trying to stay calm and maybe diffuse the situation. You're just being very calm, and you weren't throwing any more fuel on this fire that was going on. And yes, I'm also seeing that you probably removed yourself from some conflict as well. So maybe you even physically walked away or something like that. You went away from this. It's like there's this big fire and you're kind of walking away from it. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have in your past is the Page of Pentacles. At this time you were learning something, or you're around a place of learning, so it could be a school or university or something like that. I'm also sensing that for people in a relationship, you may have been away from your partner for a while, and then you reunited with them or something like that. Or you spent some time apart and then you came back together, and things felt fresh and new when you saw them again, when you came back together with them. So for your present, the first card you have is the Knight of Cups. And I'm just seeing there's an unexpected opportunity coming up for you. And this could involve, this could involve travel. I'm seeing more travel here. But this opportunity is going to be linked to some sort of an invitation. But to be able to take up this opportunity, you're going to have to do some soul searching, because I'm seeing emotions around this. You have to do some emotional work. There could be some emotional blocks stopping you from doing something or taking up this opportunity. And you might have to push through these or try and work out what's stopping you and what's blocking you in your emotions. You might be feeling that you're not good enough, or maybe you're feeling that you can't do this, or maybe you feel that you might be leaving someone behind that you love, or they might not approve of this. There's some emotional reason why you feel this block. But this is a really, really good opportunity, so it will be worth trying to work out what these blocks are, maybe try and tear down some of these blocks so that you can do this, because it really is a great opportunity. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have in your present is the Hermit. There's someone who wants to find you, that's what I'm seeing, and they want to come and talk to you. But they're not able to do this for some reason. So there's some sort of barrier between you. There's something stopping them. And maybe you've put a barrier in the way by blocking someone. Maybe you've blocked them. Or maybe you've put some sort of psychological barrier in between you. But this person's afraid. They want to talk to you, but they're afraid. And they regret something. I'm seeing that they're regretting something. They want to come and talk to you, but they can't. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your present is the Seven of Wands. Yes, this is about you standing your ground and not moving from your position. And yes, this person wants to talk to you, but you don't want to talk to them. I'm not saying that you'll never want to talk to them. You may want to talk to them in the future, but at this time, it's quite clear that you don't want to speak to this person or be near this person. I don't know why this is, but you're not unblocking or you're not opening yourself up to this person at this time. That's what I'm seeing. You may be in the future. So yes, the first card you have in your future is the Two of Cups. So for people in a relationship, I'm seeing renewal again. I keep on seeing this. Travel, renewal and newness all the way through this. So maybe one of you travels, or you're away from the other person sometimes because of work or study or something like that. But there is newness and renewal. I keep seeing this. I know I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I keep on seeing this newness coming up. And I'm also seeing that there are people around this relationship who may not approve of it for some reason. And they're trying to cause some trouble. And I saw this maybe in your last reading or the one before that these people around your relationship weren't approving and they were causing some problems or sticking their nose in maybe. But this has actually made you even stronger, because you're helping each other emotionally against these people outside of this relationship. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, the next card you have in your future is the Nine of Wands. And yes, there's a lot of energy, a lot of communication around you at this time, or there will be. And you're going to be rethinking this person's advice in the Queen of Wands, this person that wanted to remind you of some sort of a promise you made. And it was like, they're tapping you on the shoulder, reminding you of something. That's what I'm seeing. And you kind of didn't want to be reminded of this. And you're going to be rethinking this person's advice at this time. And yes, you refused to take on this advice in your past, or you're ignoring it. But now you're going to stop being stubborn. And I'm seeing you're just going to start opening up to this person, and it's going to be difficult emotionally. to be able to do this, but you're going to do it. And I'm also seeing you felt that they were attacking you at this time. But now you just realize that they weren't. They were trying to help you. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have for your future is the Nine of Pentacles. So you're going to be in a new place. So someone's going to take you somewhere. And you haven't been to this place before. So it might only be for an afternoon, or it might be for a day, or for a short time like that. But you're going to look at this place and you're going to see a lot of these amazing things you've never seen before. And you're going to be saying, oh, wow, like I'm seeing you going into shops that have all these unusual, amazing things. And you're going to be buying some things for yourself. And they're not essential things. These are fun things and maybe even luxurious things. But they're things that are a bit different you've never seen before. And you're going to be saying, oh, I'd love to take this home. I want this thing. I'm going to buy this. And you're just going to buy a few things for yourself. But it's going to be really a fun experience, because you're going to be surrounded by a lot of these beautiful, interesting things you haven't seen before. That's what I'm seeing.